Hey everybody, this is the Uncanny Omar, and I am not in my regular place. I am in a hotel, and it's earlier than usual. I know that, but that is because, well, today's a very special day. Not because I'm in a hotel, but first of all, because I'm here by myself right now. Can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear the voices coming out of my mouth? Good morning, Omar. Melanie. Melanie's not here yet. We have funny stories to share. So yeah, look at all the early birds. Don't forget to smash that like button early too. Thank you so much. Have anyone check on Maddie today? Make sure she's going to get in time to get ready for her big day. People from Kentucky are almost never. Hey, easy, easy, awesome. I brought the camera. I did not bring the mic, but I am in a hotel room because Maddie, yeah, she's getting married. And since she's one of my closest friends, I'm officiating the wedding. Now I've been a best man, I've been a videographer, I've even been a bridesmaid, an usher. I've had a lot of roles of weddings, but this is my first one officiating it. And for anybody that knows me, they know that I like to give speeches. And oh my gosh, uh, all my speeches are never handwritten, but this is special, right? It's her special day, so I wanted to make sure I don't do that. So I had to write things down. So that's why we're starting early. On top of that, we had car issues last night after the rehearsal. So that's where Melanie is. She was sweet enough to go take the car. Luckily it's just a battery that's the issue. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's it's one of those weekends. So we're kind of playing it as along and we'll see where it takes us. So yeah, today I'm going to be on for about an hour, but I did not want to miss this because I love you all and I know how important this is to me and to you all. So how is everybody doing? I'm glad you all can hear me. That's great. Preacher Omar, yeah, man. Hope she knew what she was getting when she asked me to do it. Bridesmaid Omar, yeah, I did that. Oh my goodness, about 10 years ago, and then so I've done it twice. I've done that twice. It is early. It is. I kind of explained why. I officiated one of my best friend's wedding a few years ago. One of my favorite memories and honors. Congrats. Yeah, man, it's so cool, right? And like me, I'm every time I give a speech when I'm a best man or a bridesmaid, whatever I am, and I give a speech, I always like to make it funny and make people laugh. And I'm like, man, I don't want to take away from their day, so I got to like work that in somehow, but to still keep people entertained. So it's gonna be interesting. I think this is the first time I'm ever gonna have to write something down though, because they actually have vows that they have to give. Did you bring the Dark Phoenix? I was actually going to use a quote from the Dark Phoenix about love just to get at her. Omar, did you hear Gotham City Sirens is getting reprinted? Oh man, let me tell you. Knock on wood. There's so many books that are getting reprinted from DC. But the biggest one for me, of course, is the Flash Omnibus by Mark Waid. Not a reprint, a brand new omnibus. And I debated on not sharing. And you all notice, like on social media, I don't really share the early catalog stuff that I see from DC because I've been bit before. So I remember sharing the Impulse by Mark Waid omnibus. I remember sharing Superman, the Man of Steel omnibus, and both of those times, both of those books got canceled. So I was like, man, should I share this one with everybody? I'm so excited, but I don't want to jinx it because what if they cancel it because they canceled the other two that I shared on social media? But I was like, you know what? Screw it. Let's see what happens. Yes. Jason Aaron Thor is delayed until April. And a lot of the books that you're seeing on the actual thumbnail, those have actually come in, so they are coming. Those are actually have been made, and I've been reached out. There were at least 7 people that reached out to me about Captain Marvel and by Kelly Sue DeConnick that their pre-orders got canceled. So I'm going to find out just to double check from Marvel, but I think that's just a reshuffling of the schedule. That's pretty much all that is. But I will make sure. Hope they throw Wild West, All Flash. Oh, dude, right? All the stuff that's missing from Flash, like post Jeff Johns, like when he came back and wrote those. I just want the stuff that's missing, period. Did any announced DC Omnis get delayed? Yeah. What was Question is delayed. The, I think the original solicitation was April or so, but I think it's been delayed until June. Or somebody please can correct me. Gotham Central still coming out on time. Yeah, so so in the catalog we saw American Vampire Volume 1 Omnibus reprint, New Teen Titans Omnibus 1 reprint, Grayson Omnibus reprint, Sleeper Omnibus. If you've not read Sleeper, I know that's the one, everybody's going to be like, "Oh my gosh, it's everybody else is going to be talking about, Grayson or New Teen Titans, and rightly so. Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey, or I'm sorry, Gotham City Sirens. Hardly anyone's going to be talking about Sleeper. It's going to be a sleeper hit. It's that good, though. I don't want anybody to miss out on it. It's Ed Brubaker. It's a freaking masterpiece. Like, it's early Ed Brubaker. And it's not just him. He's joined by Sean Phillips and a couple of other artists like Michael Lark, other artists that he's worked with. And it's an interesting time of DC because this is when they were trying to put the Wildstorm universe in there. So there's characters that appear in there like what's his name? Lynch, I almost called him Lurch from Gen 13 and Team 7, Grifter, but you don't need to know anything about that. All you need to know is this dude has been put in as a sleeper agent and people forgot about him. Oh, it's such a good book, man. Omar, speaking of reprints, any word about Daredevil by Bendis Volume 1 making a comeback? No, man. I'm sorry. That just got reprinted 2 years ago. So I don't think they'll do that one for a while. If you're still looking for it, though, I know several of my viewers have found it in the wild or cheap enough through third-party markets. So it's not that bad yet. Sleeper's what I'm hyped for. Dog, my man, Sleeper's good. Bonjour de Montreal. Omar, will you be reviewing the newly released Pacific Rim Omnibus? Yes, as soon as I get it. Did it actually come out? Okay. Omar, please speak to David. Apparently 2000 AD tried to get a Dread Punisher project off the ground, but Marvel were not keen. Omar, make it happen. Oh, man. Okay, super laugh hard. You know you're my dude. But sometimes that stuff is way above like the powers that be that make the collected editions. Sometimes that's it's the mouse's lawyer, or that's pretty much sometimes what it comes down to. But I can always ask. We'll see. I did ask about the Hulk Omnibus, which you all reached out to me. A lot of you all reached out to me about. And since I didn't get a review copy, I didn't know anything about it. And you all shared pictures with me. But I did let them know. So they do know and they were made aware. Omar, I've watched your reading order multiple times, but what Green Lantern book from that same era do I need to read that aren't included in the Jeff? Do you need to read? None. Would I want you to read Green Lantern Corps because it's freaking amazing and sometimes better than Green Lantern by Jeff Johns, and I love Green Lantern by Jeff Johns, but Green Lantern Corps by Peter Tomasi is some of the best characterizations. There's also Sinestro, which doesn't get talked about often. Red Lanterns, which unfortunately is really hard to find though in trade paperback. So those are ones that I think that you need to read, but or I would want you to read. What's up, Kenny? Quick question, Omar. Why in your opinion is 80s sci-fi a great era for films? For me, nostalgia. I love it. I love that gritty film that they used in those movies, that Mad Max type of apocalyptic future that inspired so many things like Fist of the North Star. And it's cool if you think about it, right? Like without Mad Max, we wouldn't have Fist of the North Star. Without Fist of the North Star, Kenshiro, we wouldn't have Guts from Berserk. Like that type of characterization because of something that came out here. So I enjoy this. I enjoy the cinematography in the 80s, the way that they looked. There's a lot of hidden gems, too, of these post-apocalyptic sci-fi movies. Cherry 2000, kind of like that one. Is there a digital catalog available to see the upcoming releases and reprints? Not yet. Oh, if you're talking about Marvel, that will be in the PRH catalog eventually, as well as the DC stuff. What is it? Hachette and the, oh my gosh, what is the name of the Elderweiss catalog? Those aren't out yet. Those are harder to navigate through, though. Hey, Omar, this early live session is so much better. It's only 7:35 p.m. here. Normally, I get to watch your show close to midnight. I am so sorry, Rahul. Yeah, I try to find a time perfect for everybody, and it's really difficult. But hopefully, you're here for a little while. Omar, please speak. Oh, I thought I answered that one. Hello, Omar. Do you know when Made in the Abyss Volume 8 will be reprinted? I don't. There are a lot of books, a lot of manga in particular, that are out of print, but if they're newer, like the box sets, I always tell people to wait because Viz told, well, my old contact at Viz told me the box sets were coming. And sure enough, we had a reprint of Claymore. We had a reprint of the One Piece box set volume 4. And there was another box set that got reprinted. Individual volumes are coming too, like Chainsaw Man, like some of the popular titles. Uncanny X-Men volume 2 is out of print as of this video. But keep in mind, I think that's something that they worked with Penguin Random House to keep coming back into print. I can make sure. So eventually will be coming back into print. I'm also happy DC didn't forget Harley's 30th anniversary. I hope more Harley reprints announcements as September approaches. The catalog is filling up, and the only thing we've had so far is the Harley and Gotham City Sirens, which if you've not read, it's completely worth it for that Pauldini's like era. Tony Bedard, who takes over after the Pauldini, I think it was Tony Bedard. His run's okay. Top 3 favorite Bendis runs. You just had, all right. I got you, man. A Secret War. That's a run. 6 issues. It's a run. There are things I appreciate, like I appreciate New Avengers. Brought so many new readers to read Avengers. It became the flagship title of Marvel Comics. It beat out X-Men because of Bendis. But let's see. Daredevil. And honestly, I liked his Ultimate Spider-Man era with Miles Morales. Like there was in that omnibus, I read that omnibus in one day, and I really enjoyed the way he wrote Miles Morales. I really liked, the way he was dealing with his powers. It was a little bit of a slow burn, but that's the way Bendis writes. So yeah. And then of course Bendis is something later on. Is the next TMNT worth getting? I thought it ended in the last one. It goes a different route. As a completist, if you like them all on your shelf, absolutely. But it definitely ends with the final volume with issue 100. I believe it's Sophie. Almost call her Sophie Turner. It's not Sophie. My goodness. Same Sophie that did Glory. Love Sophie's artwork. Sophie, what is her? Gosh dang it. Somebody will know in the chat. Disney lawyers will listen. Yeah. Is it going to be? Yes. So now that it's out in the catalog, I did email my contact at Spawn or McFarlane, and they said, yeah, I can talk about it. So I told, when we had the call with McFarlane Studios, it was cool. I gave them my honest opinion because they wanted to just do trade paperbacks. And I said, I think it would be really cool because you'll realize that not everybody that gets trade paperbacks, will buy hardcovers and vice versa. And sometimes you'll get people buying the same thing, like trades and hardcovers and deluxe, the big slipcases. So they took my advice and they're reprinting some hardcovers. We're getting a volume 11 of the hardcover. We're getting a reprint of the deluxe, the hardcovers, the deluxe editions. And then they actually have deluxe editions, limited edition ones. Those are also being reprinted. So I did ask if they wanted me to announce it, but I think Todd did a good job announcing it himself. So, if you're going to have the Uncanny Omar announce it, or you're going to have Todd McFarlane announce, hey, reprints of Spawn, I think it was a better choice to go with Todd McFarlane. But I'm happy that I was able to talk to them and help get that started and change their mind about not just doing trade paperbacks and reprints, because they also brought up the whole thing of like, well, it costs too much money to reprint trade hardcovers. And I said, I realize that, but there's a huge demand these days. Some of these have been out of print for years. So hopefully you all will benefit from that and get your Spawn books. Now, there was a super chat here I don't want to miss. Dang it. Just bought the Grayson Omnibus from eBay for 180 yesterday. Didn't think they were going to do a reprint announcement, sir. That book's been reprinted or printed twice. This is the third time. So I'm sorry. You made that sacrifice. I'm so sorry. Omar, is Sabretooth going to be collected in the Reign of X trades? That's a good question because Juggernaut was not collected in the Dawn of X trades. So I don't know if they're going to or not. That's a good question. Excellent question. Morning, Omar. Is the Peter David X Factor Omnibus Volume 2 coming out a continuation of his earlier stuff? Or is it it's a whole separate deal. It takes place after House of M. So when Wanda says no more mutants and there's only 198 of them, that's where that takes place. So you don't need to have read his previous stuff, but it helps because there's a lot of callback to that era. Batman TMNT has been canceled. Sophie Campbell, thank you all so much. I knew somebody would help me. It's Sepia Saturday with Omar. What's up, Kyle Davis? How long until they become adult Mutant Ninja Turtles? A while. They stay young. So Batman and TMNT sadly has been canceled officially. Like, it's not in the catalog. It's not in the solicits. It's not anywhere. So that kind of sucks. But, you know, maybe. Hello, Omar. Have you seen Nova? Have you heard the news on Nova? I have. Yes. Look at you wearing Nova or having Nova's helmet. I'm excited. Maybe 2023 is my year. Marvel will do half an omnibus of Nova. So, you know, with the announcement of Nova, and this is something that Amanda and I have talked about on our movie show that we have every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, except last Friday or yesterday because I was here. I don't know if it's going to be Richard Rider. I don't know if it's going to be my boy. That's my Nova. I'm pretty sure it's Marvel and Disney. The way they're going to head is the, you know, Sam Alexander Nova is what they're probably going to do. Half Latino, half white kid. I say that probably beats out Richard Rider. And I love Richard Rider. He's like one of my favorite characters. One of my favorite New Warriors, of course. So as far as collections, though, would be a great time to give us an omnibus with the ROM, the Dire Wraith. And hell, I actually like Sam Alexander. I didn't have an issue with him. I know some people did. I thought he was a good legacy character, kind of in the way that Kyle Rayner was a good legacy character. He inherited the Nova powers. You know, there were a lot of things that were retcon, but I was okay with that. And then, of course, Jeff Loeb named him after his son that passed away of cancer. So I thought that was a beautiful legacy to carry on. Do you think we'll ever get a Champions Omni or X-Men Blue? Oh, wow, what a good question. Kenneth, I think if they ever do blue, they'll probably do blue and gold. And they will definitely call it blue, X-Men Blue and X-Men Gold to cash in on that era of X-Men Blue and Gold by Jim Lee, Will Spertasio, John Byrne, Chris Claremont, who started all that. Omar, did you see the deleted scene for Batman yet? I did. I thought actually it was pretty interesting. I like Dude's take on that character that I don't want to spoil. I'm glad they cut it though, because I don't think it was needed. Definitely would have taken away from the rest of the movie, because it shows that character is smarter than the character that was in the movie. I'm definitely a hardcover guy myself. Yeah, man. Omar, I know you loved One Cut. Loved it, dude. Check out Beyond the Infinite, 2 minutes. It's a Japanese sci-fi film. Don't look up anything. It's only 80 minutes long, and it's amazing. All right, JT. I will look it up. Is it on YouTube or is it streaming anywhere? What is the David Hulk Omni issue? My copy's still in the way, and I want to know what to look out for. Oh, no. It's not Peter David. It is the reprint of the Silver Age Hulk. It's 8 miscolored pages. That's the issue. It's not the Peter David Hulk. Do you think Batman Cape Crusader will have another volume? Yes, it will. I think they'll because I think I mapped it out, didn't I? Let me see if I still have those notes somewhere. I was jotting things down. One of my Patreons was asking me how to map it out. Because didn't we have another book that was solicited afterwards? Because Dark Knight Detective 7 comes out later this year. And Batman, what is this? Cape Crusader. I thought there was another one that was coming out. Dark Knight Detective comes out, I think, is it March? It can't be that soon, is it? Thought it got delayed. Let me see if I can find my notes. Because let's see, Batman Cape Crusader ends at 483. Batman Nightfall. You're talking about the prelude to Nightfall? Let's see. I think Nightfall, and then again, I'm just judging it on the Omnis. I don't have the 25th anniversary Nightfall and all that. That starts at 484. So we do need one more Dark Knight Detective then. Yeah, you're right. I don't think there will be. I think there'll be another Dark Knight Detective for sure, which there is. Now we got it. There's also Sabretooth trade paperback coming out. What's up, Omar? Not in the basement, I see. No, I am in a hotel because my buddy Maddie is getting married and I'm officiating the wedding. What the best wedding in comics? Best speech to me is still the Cyclops Jean Grey speech. I love it. I think it's perfect. Sue and Reed Richards, Lois and Clark, Superman. But man, it was funny because I was going through all these different love stories. I'm like, I gotta find the perfect quote for a comic. Like, what would? And I went through all of them. I mean, I went through. So I love you till the end of time, Lois. That's such a beautiful line. You're the alpha and my omega. Like, and Swamp Thing. Oh my gosh! But then I think I decided to go with. Well, never mind. Just in case she's watching, I don't want to say. Hey, Omar, did you see New 52 and Rebirth runs of Green Arrow ever getting released in omnibus format? Sadly, Green Arrow Rebirth Deluxe editions were canceled. We just got one volume. New 52, maybe. I don't hear a lot about that run, honestly. Like the Jurgen stuff. Was it Lemire that did? No, Lemire did year one. And then Anashanti. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't hear a lot of talk about that era. Did you start early today? Yeah, I explained why. Maddie's getting married. I gotta prepare. Probably already could, but Wade Flash was the best announcement ever for me. Rest in peace. Yeah, Brian Augustine, who passed away. Doesn't get credit he deserves. No, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have that Mark Wade Flash. You know, it sucks. And yeah, passed away, man. Actually, was it early this year this way? Mark Wade wrote a beautiful tribute to his friend. So yeah, I was talking about how I almost did not share that on our social media because I jinxed the other two big announcements from the last few years. Like I shared Impulse by Mark Wade. I'm like, I can't wait for this omnibus. Got canceled. Man of Steel by John Byrne omnibus got canceled and it got remade into an oversized hardcover. But what's up, hip hop? Probably be an amalgam of all the best trade stories. You ever see that Nicolas Cage movie adaptation written by Charlie Kaufman? I have not. For the love that is whole, please give us a Messiah trilogy omnibus. Well, I mean, we're getting there, right? I mean, we're running out of stories for X. I mean, it seems to be a very well collected series. I know we're still missing, some obvious key omnis like 5, Prelude to the Massacre, Road to Onslaught. The Onslaught. Well, I guess we don't. No, we do. We need the Trial Gambit. Can't believe I just said that. I'd get it. So we are running out of like big issues, right? Big things. So I'm pretty sure that will come. It's going to be interesting how they map it, though. Like, do they incorporate the X-Force series into it, or how do they map it? Oh, I would love to sit down and just listen to them talk about this. Hey, do you think Batman Eternal will get a reprint possibly? Absolutely. Look at all this thing. Brightest Day, Gotham City Sirens, Animal Man by Grant Morrison, Racing, printing, crazy. The big ones. Gosh dang it! I said Gotham City Sirens. New Teen Titans, Wonder Woman by George Perez. So anything is possible. Is it worth trying to collect current X-Men titles as hardcovers, or should I just go up with the trades? Is there a chance they will end up making hardcovers? I think New Mutants will get a hardcover, but they're waiting for that series probably to wrap up. I think Sword will get a hardcover eventually. There's no way that it doesn't. Thank you so much, Comic Watchers, for the super chat. With IDW losing properties, do you think they'll pull their heads out of their keisters? Thank you for saying that, by the way, because that's where their head has been. And maybe do something with the Ghostbusters Deluxe. People are dying for a reprint. Well, they lost the rights to Ghostbusters. Because if you look online, I don't know if you do digital, my dude, they pulled all the Ghostbusters digitally. So, and my contact before he ghosted me, I don't know if he's ghosted me, he's probably busy. The last thing I asked, because I kept asking for those reprints for people, because I know people really like them, was asking about them. He said, no way they do it. They didn't sell enough. So that really sucks. So hopefully, the problem with IDW, and this is just me thinking, and is that much like Tokyo Pop, they buy up too many IPs, too many properties, right? It's awesome. Oh, well, let's get Transformers. With the Hasbro deal, we can get G.I. Joe, ROM, Micronauts. And they don't do anything with it. They don't do any, they sit on it. It's not like they have Disney money. And the other thing is that company has been suffering. They have been losing money for years. And they need, what keeps them alive really is the book market. Kind of like, when I mentioned like Dark Horse selling better in the book market, that's what keeps them afloat. And it's those small trade paperbacks geared towards kids that keep them afloat. But if you're paying out the wazoo for licenses, then freaking give us some things that are coming out in a steady pace. I don't give a crud what people say about Conan, but to me, that is the right way you handle the license. Like, hey, we're going to pay this much. We're going to go ahead and release all freaking Conan within 3 years. Like, that's the game plan. If they paid the license for Transformers, if they paid the license for G.I. Joe, then have a plan and don't go out and buy everything. I mean, how do you run a business like this for over 10 years and still mess up? I mean, anyway, sorry. But you bring up some really good points that kind of got me started on the whole issues with that company. How well does an Omni need to sell in order to get a reprint? Are Harley's Omnis, except for GCS, Gotham City Sirens, which is coming back into print, still in print? And do you think DC will ever reprint Gail Simone's Wonder Woman? Yeah, I think DC will definitely reprint Gail Simone's Wonder Woman. I don't know if DC notices sales. I'll be honest with you, because some of the choices they made are pretty interesting, considering, like, I remember when they did Grayson, and Grayson was still in print, and they reprinted it. But now both printings are out of print. And thank you again for the super chat. I think I don't think they keep a close eye on that stuff. What goes out of print? I shared the full list on Patreon, by the way. Was genuinely surprised to see people voted for the Muppets Omnibus. Muppets Omnibus got more votes than Marvel Now Omnibus. That was awesome. Your basement reception is bad that you needed that. No, it's not. It's better now. Happy Bunny. Thank you for the super chat. My local comic book shop got its few allocations of Jla Vendors. He honored my order for retail. Now that is a good comic book shop. Awesome. She-Hulk by Peter David, I believe, is May now. Yusef, what's up? Portfolio arrived. Fantastic. I love them. Yeah, portfolios are beautiful. I also have Lee and Art Germs. Do you know if Marvel will do others? One Daughterman. Oh, Daughtermans would be so hard to choose, right? They've done Peach Momoko. I would love to see them do a lot of other. I mean, there's a lot of cover artists these days, so I'm sure they'll do more. Happy 1 year anniversary to Marvel, recommending NMC to me. Thanks for helping me care about this industry and for introducing me to comic book YouTubers. Woof woof. That's my Mad Dog Comics. Omar, good morning, hermano. I'm actually a pastor, so blessings to you as you lead the ceremony today. It's gonna be interesting. Like I said, I've played a lot of different roles in weddings, but I've never officiated one. So, Omar, what's that Scott Pilgrim thing? That was the limited edition Switch game. Yeah, it finally came in. Good eye, man. Scott Pilgrim. Hey, Omar, found the X-Men box set for $475. Is it worth it? Haven't read any X-Men before. Ooh, I hate to say go and buy something that's $475. I will say this. The box set retails for $500. It is way out of print. There is no sign that Marvel will reprint it, just because those things are really expensive. Like, not just to reprint, but the overhead on them, like the markup isn't that high, so it's not like I don't think there's a lot of money to be made on those. If you have a chance of getting it and you love it, absolutely go for it. I'm pretty sure somebody will buy it for 475. Just saying. But X-Men, I hate to recommend something that expensive to somebody that never had any X-Men. Like, because what if you hate it? That would suck, man. Are your opinions on American Virus? I love it. So how's your unpacking? So unpacking is taking a pause today because I am in hour and a half away. Yeah. But it's going good. My wife and my kids are on spring break next week, so we're gonna get normal things cleared out around the house. And I have some K-Laxes being delivered. Finally, F5 off, and I got the ones that I needed. Now it's a matter of like spacing them out, seeing exactly where I want them. But thank you for the super chat, Joe. The Lost Busters. Well, um, I'm trying to highlight it, and it's not highlighting it. I tried now real Ghostbusters recently and realized out of print and expensive a year later. Yeah. So welcome the Comics Watcher. What's up, Nicholas Lasala? How are you? Do I think DC will ever do a absolutely. Absolutely, I do. There's no way that they don't. Look, they're like dropping my internet, it seems like, because everything's so slow. Apologies, everybody. I don't know if you can still hear me. What's up, Del Boy? What would you say is your essential need to know before watching the TV Moon Knight series? Excelsior! If I had to pick just one, so I did like where to start reading Moon Knight video, because people have been asking me to make that for a while now. I'm making one for about Black Adam next month. One book, huh? Okay, man, that's tough. Who best utilizes these kids? I think, you know what? I'm going to go with Jeff Lemire's run. I think Lemire really, in those, was it 14 issues, really captures what makes Moon Knight and gives you a huge twist that you don't need to know anything about the character of Mark Spector before you read it. And there's twists and turns. You don't know what's real. I love it. So I think that's what I would go for. What's up, Trumbo Gun? I got your email, buddy, and I will be replying back soon. Why am I on a Twin Peaks episode? Because Maddie's getting married, and I'm in a hotel officiating the wedding. For those of you just jumping in, do I watch any toy channels on you? I don't. I'll be honest, Will. I don't watch any YouTube. Zero. Not because I don't need like it's not that. It's just like I don't have the time, and I want to stay creative and do my own thing. So I don't want to compare myself to others, even subconsciously doing a video like somebody else has done. And I haven't done it in a couple of years. Like my brother tried to get me to watch, what was it, like Asmer? Is that what you all call it? What the cool kids call it? Like somebody like, oh, what are they called? The people that change the horseshoes, or people eating. And I'm like, this is what, and I'm watching like a family, where was it? A family in like Norway eating, and they have like 4 million views. And I'm like, man, I am doing this so wrong. These people are just cooking and eating, and they're not even talking, and people are watching. Like 4 billion people have watched this. This is insane. So no, I don't watch any YouTube anymore, man. There was going to be another Marvel box set, but sadly that got canceled because of the pandemic. So, yeah, I'm sorry. Maybe one day. Hello, Omar. Just found out Flash by Mark Waid is coming. Yes, let's not jinx it, though. We want it to come. We don't want to mess it up. Big Hive. What's up, Big Stu in Orlando? When does that catalog close? The DC catalog should be closing next week, I think. Did I miss a super chat? I am so sorry. Let me go back. I like American Vampire, and I'm really, really looking forward to the second one because I never got to read those. The Green Arrow, got that one. Going back, I don't have my wonderful, beautiful wife with me, helping me out, reading the chat. So I'm doing this solo. So apologies if I did miss a super chat. If I did it, I can't go back that far. If I did miss a super chat, please let me know. Oh, here we go. Here's one. Matt, thank you so much. Okay. Good morning, Omar. I order in Cal from Cheap Graphic Novels based on your recommendations, but there was another one, I think, from Argentina, red astronaut cover, Etronaut. Oh, dude, if you've not read Etronaut, go back and watch my top 10 favorite graphic novels of all time. All time. That book is so phenomenal. That book is so good. And the creative team, what did they do? Mort Cinder. Haven't read that one yet, but I love Etronaut. It is from Argentina. And if you've not read it, dude, it is so good. And the fact that it's back in print, get it while it's back in print. Because when that book goes out of print, man, everybody like takes advantage and sells it for lots more money than they paid for it. Hello, Omar. Big congrats, Maddie. Yeah, she's getting married today. So the Crossing is going to make it to the top 20 next year. Dude, the Crossing was so low. No matter how much I like it. Omar, officiants unite. You'll be fantastic. Thank you, man. Thank you. Omar, how do you feel about the coloring paper quality of the Weapon X? I love it, man. I think it's great. The coloring, without, how do I put this? Like, I think when it comes to collected editions, you got to go two ways, right? You got to go, well, let's make this as close to the original as possible. Or you got to go let's clean up the artwork and touch up the colors. So this is just me and my way of thinking. Why in the world would I go back to the original colors? It's like going from HD to grainy film. I mean, there's a beauty about it, right? And I appreciate that. But I'm older now. I want to see this sharp. I want to see it as restored, as close, to the original. I'm not talking Star Wars, not director's cut, but the special editions. I'm not talking that. I'm talking about just restored, like Alien, the restored HD Alien. The 4K Alien is beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. And I see that. Like, I think there's quite a division when it comes to reprints. Like, I want the paper to look like the paper when I was reading comics. Man, if you're paying $100 and now $150, $200 on these books, I want it to look as nice as possible. That's just my opinion. So I'm happy with the paper that they used. I think it's like a matte paper, but Barry Windsor Smith colors, man, they pop. Pop. You literally got the super chat as soon as I typed. Thank you, Adam. What's up, Project Viking? ¿Cómo estás, hermano? Hola, Omar. Finally, DC reprints New Teen Titans Omnibus Volume 1, which gives me hope that they will bring New Teen Titans Omnibus Volume 6 back to the catalog one day. Omar, so excited that McFarlane video officially letting us know that all Spawn is over. Right? I asked if they wanted me to announce it, but who better than the Todd father to announce all that stuff? Awesome. And they took my advice, reprinting the hardcovers and making new deluxe slipcase editions. So, yay. It felt really nice that they listened to me. Even though I didn't get to announce it, it felt really nice that my voice, your all's voices, because I know how you all feel about that stuff, got heard. When do you think New Avengers Omnibus will be reprinted also Volume 2? It was close. I mean, it was up there in the top 25. I'll say that. So I don't know. I did sneak the top 23 over to David, and just to let him know that there were a couple that were really, really, really close with the number of votes, but we'll see. Omar, what happened to the Captain Britain Omnibus for next week? It got delayed. It is coming out in April. Do you think DC will reprint Dark Knight Returns? Oh, yes. Wait, are you talking about the Absolute, Yusef? Or the Deluxe Edition? Absolutes, yes. That will come back into print. Actually, any Dark Knight Returns will eventually come back into print. Omar, all of Harley's, Palmiotti, and Connor's Omni still in print. I think Volume 2 is out of print. I have a hard time finding all of them. Also, should I buy them if I already own the entire Rebirth? Bar, that's really up to you. I'm an idiot and I have both because the third omnibus was solicited to have also the Frank Terry stuff, and it does not. So sadly, the they left it out. So I have to have like that hardcover deluxe edition. Omar, are you ready for super villains to interrupt the wedding? I mean, they have to, right? Something has. I tell you what interrupted the wedding almost yesterday was my car issues, or my battery died. Knock on wood, that was the only issue. McFarlane reprinting hardcovers. Yeah, baby, it's coming. It's coming. Omar, do you think DC is going to print something of Kurt Swan's Superman era? I hope so. Really love it. I think the only thing that they've really cashed in on, of course, is the For the Man That Has Everything. Or I'm sorry, whatever happened to the Man of Tomorrow. Like that's about the only book with Kurt Swan's name that they keep bringing back. Hey Omar, did you see that Books of Magic Omnibus Volume 3? Yes. Books of Magic Volume 3 is coming. It was in the catalog as well. What was the other book? Was it the Bronze Age, House of Secrets, or House of Mystery? Volume 3. One of those is coming too. I agree. I love the new coloring as well as the old. Nothing wrong with the old. I think it's great, right? Hey, Omar, I love your videos. Thank you so much. What do you think is the best starting part of more modern X-Men? House and Powers of X. You can't get more than that. Wow, I did not expect this from you, my brother. Trumbo Gun. Absolute Swamp Thing coloring is better than the original colors. Woo! I have nostalgia for the original colors. Like, I remember doing my overview of the first one in that club scene where he meets Constantine. It to me is always embedded the way that it looks. So when I was reading the new one, I was like, where is he? Oh, this is the club, the nightclub. Because of the new colors, it threw me off. So I think it has a lot more to do with nostalgia. I think if you're a new reader, absolutely. Why would you go with the old colors? Unless you have an old soul, right? When is the next Marvel Omnibus announcement? Probably in a couple of weeks. Probably April. Because they are putting the catalog together. I'm excited about a few books that I know about, and hopefully they're not going to be shifted into the schedule later. Was I lucky enough to get a Jla Vendors reprint? No, but I was offered. A few retailers reached out to me. They were really sweet because I've helped them out in the past about sending me a copy, and I said, no, sell it. Let somebody else that wants it, that needs it, let them get it. I have the absolute. I don't need another copy of it. Sell it and let it go to a good cause. If I ever end up with one, we'll definitely auction it off, and all the proceeds, 100% of the proceeds will go to the Hero Initiative or the Cancer Society. It was a wonderful thing. Just unfortunately wasn't handled that well. I am in a hotel, Michael Collins. Maddie is getting married. I'm officiating the wedding today, so that's why I'm here. Shout out, big thanks to the answers given this week about Silver Age comics. Of course, my dude. I know I'll watch your broadcast when I can, but you have a huge respect from Terry at Read Comics in the UK and myself. Thank you, man. Terry's a good dude. Read Comics UK. It's a good guy. Good guy. You're 100% entitled to be wrong. Easy. Keep it positive. Flash question: is there a lot of content between Savage Velocity and Mark Waid's run? I don't think you had the Savage Velocity trade paperback. No, I didn't. Savage Velocity had just been announced. Actually, got announced a couple of months after my reading orders. So, yes, you have the rest of that, and then you have William Messer Loeb's run. So, two more big trades would fix all that. Captain Marvel by DeConnick has been delayed too, or just I think it's going to be resolicited later. Omar, how many Omnis would it require to cover DC Metal Run? 2. Do you think DC will make them? Yes. They're making an absolute. So chances are they're going to. I'm missing Teen Titans 3. I can't wait till next year, hopefully. I say it will come. They're reprinting 1. But then again, it's infuriating sometimes. Like they reprinted, what's the big one that a lot of people have been asking me? Oh, Transmetropolitan 3. They reprinted 1. And they never talk about sales. So I don't know how well it did. And they didn't reprint 2 or 3. So who knows? Omar, do you think Batman by Pauldini Omnibus will get reprinted? Yeah, absolutely. It's Batman. It's Pauldini. Any idea if we'll ever get an X-Men Omnibus to collect those 2 paired runs? Yeah, that will come. It's Bendis, it's X-Men, of course. How does everyone feel about Jeff Johns' take on Teen Titans? I loved Jeff Johns' take on Teen Titans. All I need to say about that run is that beautiful annual with Superboy and Wonder Girl that for some reason was controversial, but I loved it. I thought it was great. Oh man, there's so many amazing heartfelt moments in that series. I love the artwork. Was it Mike McCone started off on it? Tony Danielle comes in. Titans East. Oh, that storyline was so good. 1 year later, yeah, I really enjoyed that run. Titans, what was it? The Future Titans story arc was great. The only thing that kind of slows down that book, the Omnibus, the way it's collected, is the Beast Boy miniseries, because that was written in the 90s before the Jeff Johns era, but they needed to collect it in there. I saw that IDW is making a McFarlane. Actually, Max at Cheap Graphic Novels, our sponsor for this episode. If you live in America, cheapgraphicnovels.com has books up to 50% off. Books like this that I take with me everywhere because I love reading. Who doesn't love EC stuff, man? So yeah, check out Cheap Graphic Novels. Yeah, he messaged me. He's like, "Did you see this?" That's a big deal. That's a biggie. McFarlane swore he would never, ever, ever draw Spider-Man or be like, and Quesada, of course, said he would never print anything like that with McFarlane. So pretty cool that IDW is doing that. Hi, Omar. Do you think there'll be a reprint of Namor? I didn't know it was out of print, man. Really? John Byrne and Jay Lee. I had no idea. But probably, yeah. It might be a while though. I pre-ordered Miracle Man Omnibus from Amazon when it was only 60. So Amazon will honor prices. And if they don't, you better get them on the phone. You better get them on the phone. Do you think kids should read Superman Batman? I think it's the most cartoon Superman Batman comic out there, outside of the Superman Adventures and Batman Adventures. But there are some, I don't want to say mature themes. There are some elements of like death and handling death. And I mean, it's a rough read. And of course, I'm talking about the issue 25. Yeah, 25 with that was written by Sam Loeb. And I think it's beautiful, but your kids have to be a little mature to understand what's happening, what was all that about. But absolutely, I think it's a fun read. Don't think they do anything crazy in those. Does the catalog basically conclude the entire year, or can we expect more if it's Marvel, they like to sneak in things. If it's DC, that's usually your solid announcements will come from that catalog. Hopefully they will not delete anything or remove anything. Happy Saturday. I'm sure you need more copies of whatever it is, Omar. Thank you, Matthew. It's Jla Vendors, man. I will be showing off your wonderful artwork next week, my dude. Right now, I am stuck in a hotel. You think we'll get a Justice League Bronze Age Volume 4? Oh, we need it, don't we? Yeah, that would be awesome. Oh, my God. I hope she has a wonderful wedding. Oh, thank you, Hannah. I'm sure she will. We're rocking that sepia tone. Yeah, man, you like that? No, it's the light, right? The hotel light. That's really cool. I've seen a lot of comic book stores do that, like sell the book, the JLA Avengers book for charity. Could there ever be an Omni of all the Marvel and DCs? Did you see the legal loopholes they had to rush out the JLA Avengers book? I mean, it was like the Hero Initiative had to go through so many hurdles. I think maybe one day, but not for a while. Is Omnidog Jess going to the wedding? He is not. My man, actually, he wasn't feeling good for the last couple of days. So my thoughts and prayers are with that guy. He's doing a little bit better. Do you know about Firepower by Kirkman? I know that Chris Samney, I love his artwork. First time I've ever seen something listed on pre-order on CGN, but not Amazon. CGN waits until the actual solicits are out. They don't pre-order from the catalog. Just because they don't want to burn customers, and it's also a nightmare when you pre-order from a catalog, and then the catalog is wrong, and the catalog is wrong a lot. So this is why I always tell people, especially retailers, and I think most comic book shop owners know this already. Don't start doing pre-orders of books that are in the catalog. More than likely some of those are going to be canceled. Only wait for the official solicitation. Hey, baby, everything good? Thank you. My wonderful, beautiful bride just got back. I was telling people about this crazy weekend coming up here, and then our car having issues.
Oh my gosh, look at my hair, how big it is.
Look how it's the lighting. It's so weird. Matthew, did I see McFarlane on Instagram? Did I try to make the announcements? Of course I did. But I think it's better coming from Todd himself, huh? What was the controversial about that TT annual? I don't want to get into it on the Saturday stream, but something happens. Did my wife kick me out? Is that what everybody immediately? Something happens between two main characters, Superboy and Wonder Girl. Okay, thank you, baby. How you doing? I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right. What's up with Hickman FF already being out of print? It came out of print. Dang, I almost fell back on this. It came out of print. The book was, I don't know. Lots of places pre-ordered it, but it's already out of print. One of the most sought after reprints, and it's gone. So get it while you can. Been trying to have a careful approach of what books I'm buying and reading as much as possible for my library. Recently, I have been buying stuff I've read and enjoyed from there. Same with the MU. I'm glad you're utilize that library there, Scrooge. Oh, dude. Trumbo, Gun, asking a good question. Any chance for a next wave OHC from Marvel? So with the issues going on with Warren Ellis and the accusations, and if you don't know, you're more than welcome to Google it. I mean, I don't know. I know that he lost his job at Netflix on Castlevania because of those things. So I don't know if they will or not. Then again, comic companies seem to stay out of things like that because they realize that it takes, more than one person to put these books together. Like I know DC has and Marvel. Marvel released Spider-Gwen and DC did Batgirl of Burnside. So I don't know, man. I would love it. Omar, is there a good place to get manga discounted? Why does CGN not do it? Because Right Stuff would might be. This episode's not brought to you by Right Stuff, but Right Stuff might be your best.
Walt's Comic Shop.
It is. You want to come over here and do the jingle? It is brought to you by Walt's Comic Shop, though, based out of Berlin, Germany, with super cheap shipping to the EU. Melanie.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't have it up because it's been deleted.
Wait, it's been deleted?
Yeah, see if you can do it from memory. It's waltzcomicshop.com. You can use
then you can actually answer the question. All right. Based in Berlin, Germany, Walt offers flat rate shipping to EU countries. I got this for €9.90.
$9.
99.
You got this.
Dang nabbit. €9.90. I did put euro in there. And oh my gosh, I can't open this. Careful, sturdy packaging, good selection of out of print and other things, the new releases. And yeah, so definitely check it out if you live in the EU, because it's Walt's Comic Shop, your reliable source for something Omnis, collected editions in Europe. Ting!
Wow, this woman has had a stressful morning, stressful weekend, and she came in here just to sing that. Good job.
I had, oh man, but during the rehearsal dinner, it was fun.
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun talking to people. Here, I'll join you here in a minute.
There's a little chair over there. Okay. Good morning, Ryan. How are you, man? Omar, will we have Face Canadians get a promo code from Cheap Graphic Novels? Yes. Yeah. McFarlane announced the volume 11. Yes, he did. Here's a weird question. If you knew a person who had read Marvel for 40 years and never read one DC comic in their life, what one DC book would you recommend to read to start new life with DC? People have been asking me to make a video on where to start reading Marvel comics, where to start reading DC comics. She doesn't mean that. Reading Marvel comics, and I'm trying. Okay, so it is trickier because if you read Marvel, you're used to a certain way of storytelling, the Marvel way of storytelling. Man. So, okay, obviously Batman Year One has to be on there, but if I had to choose another book, I would almost go with Green Lantern by Jeff Johns. It's so out of the blue, but I think it builds on so much, and the world building goes like that before you realize that you're reading 3 other titles. I think that's what would hook you. Whereas Batman Year One, we get you to read that and go, huh? Batman was pretty cool that one year. Is there a year two? You're darn right there is. Omar buys a new house and wife kicks him out. Why are we starting rumors? Don't forget, we still need your most wanted gallery editions video. Thank you, Taylor, for reminding me. What's up, Matt? What'd you miss? I'm officiating Maddie's wedding. I'm in a hotel room. We had car issues. It's been a crazy weekend, my dude. What's up, man? How's my buddy Aaron doing? I've really enjoyed several books I've read this week, but my favorite has been Gotham Central. Got halfway through the book digitally. I'm so hyped to buy the Omnibus reprint. You had a change of heart, my dude. That's beautiful. Should I buy the Swamp Thing box set or absolutes? Do you want the original coloring? Get the box set. Do you want the new colors? Get the absolute. And you have a lot of money. Get the absolutes because the absolutes are expensive. Celebrate today's wedding. What are your 3 favorite comic book weddings? Oh, Gene and Scott. Gene and Scott. I love Gene and Scott's wedding. Man. Tough. Man. I actually like Superman and Lois's wedding. I thought that was sweet. Thought the way it was written was and the artwork was cool. You know, all these classic artists coming in and drawing the character Kurt Swan. I think that was I think Kurt Swan passed away before the book was released, so the book was dedicated to him. And probably Spider-Man MJ. What's your answer, baby?
Because it is a comic, Sailor Moon. When they get married, like the very last panel, spoilers, and he says, "You are the most beautiful shining star," and it's her, and she's smiling and holding her hand.
I used that in my wedding vows. Omar, Perez Wonder Woman is coming back to print as far as the catalog is concerned. They have every right to cancel it. No tiara, Hannah's asking.
No.
Let's see if I can move this a little bit over.
Okay, there we go. My hair's not as big. I brought your Player One shirt.
Yeah,
but then I had to go get a car battery, and I couldn't tell you to.
Now the party can start.
Oh, thanks.
Omar, just sit there. Uncanny 5 is coming next year. No, the Queen has arrived.
No, thanks.
I'm
hi,
the
guys.
Queen.
Hi, everybody saying hi.
Hey, Omar, how many Spawn HCs? Total of 11 so far. You think they'll reprint JLA crossovers with John's and a box set of Hickman solicits pre-orders of Dark Horse official? Wait, okay, hold on a second. Do you think they'll do a reprint of JLA crossovers with John's? Oh, with JSA? Is that what you mean? And box set of Hickman solicits pre-order of Dark Horse official bun and X-Men Omnibus Volume 2 official bun dark pre-order. Sorry, I'm having Michael. Can you retype that again? I'd love to answer your question. I'm just having a hard time. If they'll reprint the JLA Omnibus, absolutely they will. They'll reprint the JLA crossovers, like the old school crossovers with the JSA, probably.
I'm wondering how many people will pop on in just a few minutes. Be like, why is it already started?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure you explained about we have to check out.
We had to check out the wedding. We got to go find another hotel room because we have car issues.
I'll talk to you about it. You want to pause it and talk, or you want to mute it and talk about it now?
No, I need to talk about it now.
I have an idea.
You should know the wedding. I thought about doing the space ball because she's like, you can say whatever you want to. I'm like, I don't need to follow a script.
Oh, wait. Wait. I'm doing country.
Just want to do it.
You want to do what?
Do you? Good. You're married.
They would be for that. It was cute at the rehearsal. They shook hands. They're like, well, there we go. Shook hands.
Hey, Omar, which cover is your favorite on the upcoming Phoenix Omnibus? Oh, the Russell Dodderman is gorgeous.
Kitty, with your question about a Q&A with David, that would be awesome. But it's better for him to avoid the public eye. How do I say it?
I know it's okay to say that. I understand. Somebody in his
words?
Position, things get taken out of context, and then then Disney is like, "Why did you say that?"
Yeah.
So it's really difficult for him to do any kind of interviews. So I can always keep asking though, because I'd love to have him on. It would be great. All these things that since we found each other, that should be in the wedding vow. Omar, any thoughts on the next Batman New Omni? Maybe Minch and Jones, both hardcovers combined with Contagion. You already know, man. That's where I want them to go. What's up, Icon? What's up with you, Hayden? What's up with you? I think a Mark Waid Omnibus, Flash Omnibus will be announced next year in anticipation for the Flashpoint. It's in the catalog, so it's coming. It's one of the definitive Flash runs after all. Jared, good news. It's coming. Sacrilegious Saturday. Superman Unchained this week, and it has dethroned all.
Wow.
No.
Dethroned All-Star Superman for me. It subtle has my favorite interpretation of Clark. Oh, that's really cool.
Man, are you talking about the Azzarello Jim Lee Unchained? Is that what you're talking? Is that what it's called?
Unchained Melody.
No, or Scott Snyder. Scott Snyder.
All right. Well, listen, Project Viking, that the All-Star Superman, which we read for the book club, and I enjoyed. It was sitting on his table the other day, and I still think he has such a smug look on the cover, even though I know the story, and it's not.
He's not smug.
It's not, but just I already had that in my head. I'm like, Superman being smug. You know, back in the day, I was like, I'm Batman. I'm all for Batman. Superman's a Boy Scout. I want him dark and angsty. Yeah.
Dark and angsty.
Dark and angsty. Like you, right?
Yeah.
Boss.
Did I miss your Michelini Bagley Spidey Omnibus announcement? I don't know how to answer that because I haven't made any of those.
It's a trick question.
Oh.
If you say yes, you missed it, then you missed it.
I wish.
If you say no, you're acknowledging that.
Cruz Clark asking a good question. What is your most anticipated reprint that's already announced? I live vicariously through people, so I'm going to go with people have been really wanting more of the Kings or Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer by Dan Slott, Mike Allred. I think that's a good one.
Oh, somebody's asking, I can't see. Be honest, Maddie is rocking a Wonder Woman tiara. I will tell her, Art, that you said that. I don't believe so.
She may.
She may. I mean, surprise people. But for her reception, it's playing games like card games and board games and stuff like that. So
it's gonna be fun. What is your most wanted Vertigo series that we have yet to get an omnibus or absolute of? Shade the Changing Man. I think that's still, because I think Hitman is still DC, even though it felt like its own little pocket universe. I think that would be a good one.
Hannah's saying that I want to have a wedding, but I don't want to marry anybody. Well, there you go. They should have some kind of ceremony for like people you don't want to get married, or maybe like you pretend married, get somebody else.
Pretend married. Sure. What's up from California, man? You are up early, Chet Django. Good morning, Omar. Why is the lighting so weird and orange? We're in a hotel. We're stuck in the Matrix. Help us. Omar, do you ever see Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Deluxe Hardcovers Volume 1 and 2 being reprinted? Yes, when that box set comes out. I think that's when we're going to see some reprints.
Oh, JT was saying he was praying, please God, let us get sponsored by an Asian sponsor. So that
I love that guy.
Can get
that's how he won those books. He prayed. Batman Arkham Saga Omni could be reprinted, or this won't happen until another game release of the franchise. What do you think? Probably not until another game of the franchise. That one I know didn't sell well because I remember seeing that one just liquidated at several places. So they probably, if they get ever reprinted, it might be it might be a while until the next Arkham game, I guess, whenever that is. Omar would recommend Batman Year 2. Shout out, Roberto.
I want to do a review of Batman Year 2 because I never read it.
What if you love it? You're like, this is the greatest thing
better
ever.
Than Starman.
Okay, first of all, how dare you?
Oh, on a scale of 1 to Starman, where does it lie?
I don't like your rating. Omar, you caught up? I am not caught up on One Piece, man.
I've quit years ago.
I stopped journeying with One Piece with volume
not on purpose.
81, so I got about 20-something volumes. Yeah,
it wasn't on purpose. Man, anything with the ship merry-go-round makes me cry.
There's a lot of parts that make me cry.
Well, right.
Howdy, folks. Just finished reading Middle West. Thank you, guys. And it's now one of my all-time faves. Usagi Yojimbo's up next. I hope you enjoy that as well. Middle West was great. One of those, like, not a lot of people were talking about. Scotty Young I remember when I had him on the show, I interviewed him. We were talking about the Strange Academy. I said, it's one of these things, like you always take a chance with an artist. Like, can they write? Can they not? Because sometimes companies take a gamble, like who's going to be good at it. And he was dang good at it. I'm so behind. I'm so sorry.
I wish. Can we switch?
What?
So we can keep the conversation on topic.
Yeah. Okay, first of all,
all right, come on.
Batman Year 2 does not suck.
What's her name? Oh, you get the nice chair.
Yeah, I get the nice chair.
I'm Batgirl. Oracle. There we go. I'm Oracle. Let's see.
Yeah,
okay, Matt says that Starman was actually awesome once the story got going. I had my doubts too when I first started after Omar's wreck. Right? No, I read to the end. I just had to do it in a rush, and I could completely tell it is a good story. It wasn't for me. This one.
Mm-hmm.
Captain America. Hey, New Spooky Channel. Return of the Winter Soldier Omnibus. Get it now or wait for an inevitable reprint.
I think a reprint will happen. It was voted on our top 20, so yeah. Go to Michael's. He's got a really good question.
Best Avengers run?
100% Kurt Busiek. 100%. Kurt Busiek's run is freaking stellar. Like Kurt Busiek, George Perez, and the entirety of Kurt Busiek's run, followed by Roger Stern's run. Love Roger Stern's run on Avengers. I thought it was so good. Englehart's run, really enjoyed that. Honestly, people don't talk about it, and the people that do talk about it really hated it, but I like Jeff Johns' run. I thought Jeff Johns' run was so good. Thought it was solid. And Marvel had a chance to. Can you imagine an alternate reality where Jeff Johns was Jeff Johns writing on at Marvel instead of DC? Like he could have helmed Nova. He could have helmed the Cosmics alternate reality.
They're saying Roger Stern's second best.
Yeah, Roger Stern.
Hickman and Bendis better than Busiek and Stern.
Sure, yeah. Everybody's entitled to their opinion as long as they are.
Ringmaster, there wouldn't be a Mask of the Phantasm.
Thank you. I do say Hick Vengers, like it felt like it was such a huge epic event that I felt like I was missing part of the story. And then when I was doing the big readathon, people were like, "Oh, you need to read Avengers World." And I was like, "Well, they should have had an editor's note. Go read Avengers World if you want to find out what happened to Cannonball and his wife and kid." So, but it's a big, huge, epic story.
Sebastian's got to go.
Maybe be good, Sebastian.
Here, Uruguay,
robbed us. I know, man. My dad was so mad. He's like, they're always cheat, not them, but the referees were cheating. They stole the game from us.
Big high waving hand to Melanie. Purple Heart. What you thinking? How many Omni volumes for the Flash Wade?
I say at least 3 if they include everything, like the Wild West when he came back.
Welcome everybody to the Wild West.
Whoa,
that's the only part I know.
Wow, all right there, Dr. Dre. At the very, very least 3. 4 maybe if they include everything, including like the Morrison and Miller run that happens in between some of those issues. What's up, Michael? Edmund.
Imond. Omar with Melanie and Chips and Darcy. BFFs. Omar, have you asked Brian Michael Bendis to be your BFF? Oh.
That would be such an awkward relationship.
No, that was really cool that he mentioned the review I did in his newsletter. Yeah, which is always.
And he called it Melanie and Omar's channel. Melanie and Omar's channel? I'm on the freaking channel like every day. You come on on Saturdays
it's just
late?
Your job. It's just you do like practically everything.
Oh, Chipperoony. Shots fired.
Chipperoony. Excuse me. Man, Jet, I like your icon. I know the epics are selling, but are we ever going to get a second Dark Horse Conan Omni from Marvel?
I would love that. The Tim Truman stuff, moving on to, what was it, the Brian Wood stuff, the Fred Van Lente era. I would love that.
Jared's asking this question. There was a TMNT question earlier.
Mm-hmm.
How keen are you for the TMNT, the last Ronin hardcover?
Very. The last Ronin hardcover goes to the printers the same day the final issue comes out. So I don't know what size it's going to be. I don't care. I don't know if it'll be in the TMNT IDW collections, perhaps, but I'm so excited for it.
And somebody was asking earlier, the new TMNT, I believe that's how the person worded it, or OG.
New TMNT.
Well, I don't know if they said
like the comic.
from what I remember from the question, it sounded like, Eastman and Lard's, the original.
Laird. It's okay.
Or Melanie talked pretty one day.
Hey.
The
Definitely
more recent stuff.
Tom Waltz and Kevin Eastman. Absolutely. The new run to me is the best incarnation of Ninja Turtles. It is so good.
Bar's asking, what DC reprint are you looking forward to the most?
Oh man, for anybody that has not read it, Gotham Central, top 10 favorite omnibus of all time. Gotham Central is phenomenal. If you've not read it, I know people are probably more hyped about Brightest Day and things like that, but the one that I think everybody or most people are going to miss because nobody really talks about the series is Sleeper. Sleeper is phenomenal. Like, don't miss out on it just because it's not Brightest Day or Pretty Boy Grayson, and I love Pretty Boy Grayson. Wow, your color when you get close to that light is so weird. Oh, we should just put a filter on that.
Wait, but this is really fun.
No, you look creepy, like you're gonna tell us a ghost story. All right,
stop it. You're scaring Chris, the children. Yeah, the point of the 25 reprints top 20 is to share with David. Yeah.
Well, they're asking me to do top 25.
Oh, okay.
How do I put? So last year I did top 20. I snuck it in. This year I shared 23 with him. I didn't even share these. I said these 3 were so close to 20 that I feel like I have to let you all know.
Here's his dress shirt he's wearing.
No, that was from yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Are you gonna burn my shirt?
No, I'm trying to.
Oh, there we go. That's better. Yeah, that's good. Look at that.
Yeah, that's way better.
Yeah, that's good. All right, let me move this over here a little bit.
So. It just took, let's see, what time is it?
That's okay.
It took an hour and 11 minutes.
Omar, talk me into pre-ordering Gotham Central. Do you like good stories with good art? Okay, look, yeah, Ed Brubaker, Greg Rucka. One's writing the night shift of the police officers. One's writing the day shift. Are you a fan of The Wire and shows like that? I'm trying to think of
Micah, you drew a new picture.
A little bit like Law and Order. It's just, to me, it's the citizens of these police officers that are dealing with these crimes like supervillains, right? Like, you don't think about it because Batman's usually coming in and beating the crap out of them. But the first issue is like, oh man, this guy got frozen by Mr. Freeze and his body is falling apart. Like, he's dead. It's so good. Very little Batman in it, but he does show up, of course. There's some great story arcs in there.
Not saying it's like The Wire in Gotham City.
Yep, seriously.
That's why I didn't like it.
And
Drink Water loves it too. Oh wow, now I'm thirsty.
Okay, it's so good, and the characters are so good. Like, you fall in love with a lot of them. Renee was already an amazing character, but man, the other characters, some of them you learn to hate. Yeah. So if you like The Wire, it's definitely, it can't be that mature as The Wire, but man, there are a lot of things. Like the Dead Robin story was awesome.
Somebody's asking, do you think we'll ever get a deluxe edition of just every Robin dying?
Wow. We do. We have the Death in the Family, right? That's one. Have I missed I didn't do one. I didn't get a review copy of it. And it's out of print, so I didn't want to steal it from somebody that needed it. Why don't Iron Man Omnis sell well? So much good stuff they could do, but Tony never gets his due in collected editions. Okay. How do I put this, man? It sucks, right? Like, there are a lot of characters. Like, I see some of the comments, and I kind of knew this was going to happen, right? Whenever I announced the top 20, there's like one Silver Age book, if you consider Amazing Spidey 4 in there, a Silver Age book. So it's hard because I want them reprinted. I want the Silver Age books back because there's some really good Silver Age stories. But I also understand it's not for everybody. Modern day comics have really taken off, and that's kind of become what people really enjoy. Not a lot of especially new readers enjoy the old style of writing, which is dialogue is outdated. It's too much dialogue. I keep hearing a lot of things, which makes me really proud of my kids for reading the Mighty Marvel Masterworks and actually enjoying them. And it makes me really proud how well the Mighty Marvel Masterworks are selling, because that's geared towards kids. So hopefully, people will take an interest in them. characters like Iron Man, though, like they never took off to begin with in collected editions. Like that David Michelinie, Bob Layton, John Romita Jr. Omnibus, it didn't sell well. It sat there. I think what they need with him, and the Silver Age books didn't sell well. I think what they need to do is test the waters with more Iron Man, and yeah, you have to suggest going with the modern age. You have to do something, I don't know, like Matt Fraction's run or Kieran Gillen's run for you to see the potential sales of the character instead of going back to the Silver Age. That's just my 2 cents. What
were the other 3 in the top 23?
Oh gosh, give me a second. I can't remember. I shared it with the Patreons. 21 was Marvel's Omnibus. 22 was Spider-Man by Michelinie and Larson. And 23 was Daredevil by Brubaker, Volume 2. And they were they were like neck and neck. So I'm like, oh, I got to share these. What's up, Ricardo? How are you? Oh, Eric, you've not read Kill Raven? Oh, it's so good, man. P. Craig Russell on artwork. It's a all-in-one. And odds are, brother, if you don't get it, that Epic collection probably will not be reprinted just because it's such an obscure collection. So I would definitely recommend it, man, especially if it's just a one-up. You don't need a volume 2. You don't need anything. I seriously doubt Robert Kirkman and Rob Liefeld are going to come back and finish their run. Seriously.
What about the chances, or which has a better chance of being reprinted? Batman Robin by Tomasi or Batman Eternal?
Well, Batman and Robin, I think, has had 2 printings. So probably Eternal. And knowing DC, probably Eternal. Oh, this is a serious question. There was a serious question.
It was right here from Matthew. Has Iron Man had a real acclaimed run? Something of the magnitude of Simonson, Thor, or Miller Daredevil?
Okay, so they did that. They did that with, Demon in a Bottle. Like they did a little bit of that in the Michelinie, Layton stuff. So I think you could do the Extremis, which is only 6 issues that leads into the Knopf era of like Director of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is actually really solid. And was it Knopf brothers that did that? Charlie and Daniel. That would be a really good era to collect. Or like I said, the Fraction era with Salvador Larroca.
Not saying Bob Layton Iron Man.
Yeah, which they've done, right? And didn't sell that well. They did part of it. They just didn't sell that well. Because I would love to see a continuation of that run. That's why I bought the Epics, because the Epics follow up after that. Can the Master of English to your right give us her top 3 sci-fi novels?
Man, I used to listen to audio. Nope, never read Doom.
Never read Doom.
Why would you say that? I used to listen to audio versions of the sci-fi short stories from like the 40s and 50s. And man, those are really fascinating. I really love those. I felt like I listened to all of them on YouTube, but I want to look for some more. Right now, I'm reading a rather strange book. Where is it? The guy that wrote Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep?
Asimov or
no,
Dick?
But Dick somebody.
Philip Dick.
But I like Asimov. I like Arthur C. Clarke.
You did like 2001 a lot.
Did I read it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I also have a horrible memory.
That's why we watched the movie, because you had read it. And
Philip K. Dick. There we go. I'm reading this. I found it at a yard sale, written by Rogers and Lancey. And I like the philosophy going on, but yeah, it's a rather strange book. I'm going to finish it.
It's a rather strange book.
And Big Stu in Orlando, he's going to give the channel schedule near the end, right?
Oh.
Big Stu's like, let's go.
Let's do it. Okay. Joe Anderson, yes, thank you for reminding people to hit that like button. It is very important, especially with the new YouTube algorithm, which is insane, to smash that like button, please, while you're here and enjoying the show and learning things about each other.
Marvel Masterpiece, we don't have the She-Hulk Omnibus with us.
I wish. We're in a hotel.
Yeah.
I brought my soft covers with me this time around. I brought a bunch of Dark Horse books to read.
I don't know. There's a light with a shirt over it. Thoughts on a potential Marvel Noir Omnibus? I think there would be just enough for one medium-sized.
Yeah, I guess you could have Wolverine, Spider-Man Noir.
Okay. Nieces is saying, get on Dune immediately, Melanie. Just avoid all
Get on it,
down
Melanie.
prequel sequels written by Frank Herbert's son. Okay, gotcha.
It was good. I really liked it. I remember reading that as a kid, like, well, in high school.
And I've never watched the movie. I just know there's sand, and he is the Cuisinart Gatarack or something.
Wait, this is the guy that wrote Minority Report?
Oh, yeah, Philip K. Dick did. Mm-hmm.
I didn't know
Yeah.
Philip K. Dick did Minority Report.
I
That was a
listened-
good. Like, wow, I like the movie. I haven't read the book, so.
Okay, so there's a huge all-in-one book of Amber by Zelensky, Loved Lord of Light. Okay.
Yeah, Melanie likes
I've
reading
never
these
read
books without pictures.
um,
Ooh, Gotham Central, Sleeper?
There it is.
Gotham Central. Gotham Central.
And Ibsy, maybe Ibsy, you were asking earlier, or somebody else as well about, yeah, you were getting pics. You looking swanky, so I'll take a pic. No, I'm not. You can't take pictures during the wedding, so I'll have to do it beforehand.
Are you even going to be there with
'Cause
Alicia?
You have to. Well, anyway, so congrats to Maddie on getting married. Yes.
Philip is saying Philip K. Dick did a lot. That is so meta.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Jack,
Jack.
for the super chat. Hey, Omni, even with your duties today, you still make it time for the community. Appreciate your dedication to the hobby. Have a great time at the wedding.
Oh, thank you. Love you guys. Of course I had to be here. I was looking forward to this. I missed all the freaking issues we had with our car, and oh man, one of our kids may be sick. It's been a weird weekend, and I did not want to miss this. Jonathan Hickman's FF is out of print right now. Yes, that is cool. Volume 1.
Favorite genre? Comics, manga.
Starman.
No. Outside of comics and such, I used to read a lot of philosophy books, brain science books, like the science of your brain. Oh my gosh, that really helps. It makes you feel.
The man that
alone.
mistook his
It
wife
makes
for
you
a
feel-
hat.
Yes, Oliver Twist, Oliver somebody.
Queen.
No. But it just makes you feel like me feel not alone, like other people. Like there's a reason I'm thinking this way, and other people experience it.
Philip K. Dick did a lot. That should be a
young
t-shirt.
young adult. So wow, I guess I don't have an answer. It varies.
You like?
Fight Club.
You just like reading.
Woo-wee. Yeah, I like reading,
Philip K.
but not
Dick
mysteries.
did a
I
lot.
don't like mysteries.
He did Total
I don't
Recall.
care. Yep.
I remember that, but I didn't know about Minority Report. What a great mind. He did a lot.
Babylon 5, love. When I was a kid, my mom watched it, so I know it exists. Oh, who wrote it? Who wrote it? Wait.
Let's see,
JMS?
Yeah, look at you.
Yeah.
He wrote everything.
Straczynski wrote on Babylon 5.
I think he wrote everything but 5 episodes, and that's only because he wanted his friends to write the episodes.
Oh.
And I think wasn't Peter David one of them, maybe? Oh,
Breaking news?
no, Ezra.
Oh, okay. And then we'll do breaking news. Thoughts on Tales from the Crypt HBO adaptation?
It's the first place it's the earliest places I saw boobies. I liked it. It was like sound like a kid.
How dare you say boobies in front of our daughters who have headphones on? 'Cause
They're not paying attention. Shh, quiet. What? No, you didn't. No, go back to sleep.
Did you see Fantagraphics is releasing a Diamond
No.
Jubilee edition of Carl Barks' Duck Comics?
I hate you. Now I have to go and rebuy those. God bless you.
I think I had a dream last night about the difference between Carl Barks and Don Rose. I swear I did. Like somebody arguing about it. Let's see.
Nerd alert.
I love how people are talking about the Phil K. Dick's books and other books. Have you read Neil Gaiman novels?
Yeah.
Yep. Yes, Coraline is good. My favorite, oddly enough, of like the more young adult fiction is Graveyard Book. Hey, and a student last week checked it out, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's good. I like that. I
I like
read it to
Graveyard Book.
Lydia when she was like an infant, and
American Gods is my favorite by far. I love American Gods. I thought it was such a phenomenal.
I like his
book.
short stories better overall
Yeah,
than
I like.
the books.
They've adapted just about all his short stories in the comics in that Neil Gaiman library editions. Dark Horses Publishing. Yeah, they're beautiful. And Don Rosa is going to be at MegaCon in Orlando in May. I'm just gonna re-invite myself to Don Rosa's house.
Wait, yeah, he is. He does live just an hour away from us. Oh wait, Breaking questions. When will the Epic Collection reprint poll begin? And when should we expect new Marvel Omnibus announcements? Thanks.
New Marvel Omnibus announcements will be April. The reprint poll for Epics will be next week. So let me see. Hopefully Monday. Okay, so tomorrow's the Catwoman. Okay, let me do the schedule really quick.
All right, there you go, Big Student Orlando.
Is Final Shadow here?
It's,
Final Shadow.
11:24.
11:24. This is what I'm doing the schedule because I don't know when we're gonna end this. Tonight is the premiere of Wonder Maddie, Astonishing Melanie, and TikTok Tina.
Oh, it's tonight?
Mm-hmm. They review a sake and comic book that
endorsed by Yoshitaka Amano with his Prince sign and his cover on the book, Bleed Them Dry. He doesn't do the inside. And it was a lot of fun. Oh my goodness. That is some good sake. Like,
so that
I highly recommend it.
That
I took like a shot. I was like, oh.
That review will go up tonight. Tomorrow is
it was a lot of fun.
My overview of the Catwoman When in Rome Deluxe Edition and the Sonic the Hedgehog art book, the Encyclopedia. Encyclopedia. Monday will be the X-Men by Jonathan Hickman. Is it that one? We
started early.
Yeah, we started early. Maddie Marriage. So I think Monday will be the Jonathan Hickman book. Tuesday will be the Wolverine Gallery edition. Wednesday will be the reprint polls for Epic Collections. Thursday will be something I've been working on with my friend Andrew for 2.5 months now, and that is I've been doing this for a living for a year, and it's a retrospect.
I wanted to put that. I changed our what's it called? The highlighted video on the channel, and I'm like, oh, that'd be a good highlighted video. Wait, he hasn't published it yet. No, it's a good thing I didn't put his highlight video. What did I put?
It'll come out next Thursday, and then Friday will be the upcoming collected editions for the month of April. My most longest and hardest video to edit that my buddy Aaron is helping me with. Final Shadow,
that's how you do it. You take notes. I thought you just had a great memory. Yeah, I know you don't shoot it, but I was like,
Yeah, the first thing she did was like, Maddie's like, this is so
yeah, no, right, sipping it. And I was just, it tasted that good.
Oh, thank you, David Sanchez, for the super chat, my brother.
Happy Saturday to my favorite channel. What did you think of the Batman deleted scene? Also, a buddy of mine is kind of tired of the same Batman stories being brought out. Should the studios make a Bat family film already? Oh, that would be fun.
Keep it highlighted for a second. So I gave the movie a 6.5 out of 10. I thought the movie was okay. I thought it was really artistically pretty. I think it could have used some stronger edits. That's just my personal opinion. Other people seem to have loved it, which is awesome. As long as you love it, that's all that matters. I am also tired of the same formula that your friend is tired. And that deleted scene is one of those reasons that I wish they would stay away from. But it makes sense why the studio does not, because that particular character from that scene has the #1 best-selling R-rated movie. So it makes sense, even though it's not the same character, right? Like, even though it's not the same type of character. But that's just my personal opinion.
I haven't seen the Batman, but you did say...
don't say anything, because I don't want to spoil it if they haven't seen the deleted scene.
No, okay. I don't know what the deleted scene is. I mean, I can take a good guess from what you said. Just about how you appreciate he did detective work.
Yes.
So that's different?
He's the most 6 out of 10 detective in this movie. Finally, the Hickman X-Men Omni is being released. So many delays. Yes, my copy got lost in the mail, so a big shout out to David Gabriel for making things happen behind the scenes. I believe that and the X-Men Inferno were lost in the mail. Because I think both of them were printed in the same city we lived in, and every time that city prints a book, it's like they don't want to send me. And I was like 4 minutes away from the place, so yeah.
Now we're not.
But now it's coming in. It should be in today, so I'll get it tonight or tomorrow and do an overview on Monday.
Did in your Moon Knight, where to start reading Moon Knight? Did you say your favorite Moon Knight run? The video you put out like a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. So True Graphic Novel fan, there's a video of where to start reading Moon Knight. So
my favorite run on Moon Knight is probably the one that is I did mention in the video that the creator is controversial, and that's Warren Ellis's run. Clem Shalvey is the artist on it, but and I I let people know like he's had accusations against him, and you can look it up, and if that stuff bothers you, do not buy it. If it doesn't bother you, then I'm definitely recommending it. The things they were doing in each issue, just a different portrayal of Moon Knight, is freaking phenomenal. Like one of the best, not one of the best Moon Knight comics, one of the best comics that was coming out during that time. And then you cannot go wrong with the Doug mentioned Bill Sienkiewicz run, especially when you get to about issues 12, 13. When you see Bill Sienkiewicz change his style when he's inking his own stuff, oh my gosh, it becomes a different beast.
Bar's saying it's funny watching the Batman with my girlfriend and both of us simultaneously falling in love with Zoe Kravitz. We rarely agree on stuff like that. Me and Omar fell in love with the Doctor at the same time. So
David Tennant, not the Doctor. David Tennant, Doctor. Yes.
So we have an agreement that we would kill each other so we could be the only companion.
Zoe Kravitz is nicely put together.
So Tyler, we'll suggest something random because you're losing interest in your book, and everybody else in the chat at Tyler Kennedy.
What's the book?
Random books. No, go.
What's he reading?
It doesn't matter. Halloween by
pounding my butt with my own butt. That's not a bad thing.
Chuck Tingle on Amazon.
Pounding my own butt by my. What is it? Pounding my butt by my own butt?
No. Getting Pounded in the Butt by My Own Butt by Chuck Tingle.
There you go. Getting Pounded in the Butt by My Own Butt by Chuck Tingle. Go Amazon that. Read that.
Concept of linear time.
If you've not read I want to have Chuck Tingle on an interview.
No, I heart Halloween. Actually, I really don't recommend it. It's okay.
What?
I know you love that.
Like the Keith Giffen book?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good book.
I guess for me, what the premise and the humor doesn't last over the extension of like a book this thick. Like
that's true.
Okay, I'm done. I want a little bit more something to the story along with the humor. Oh gosh, here, you want to recommend this?
No, Taylor's asking me to show the stack of books in front.
Okay.
So I brought the Black Hammer Visions Volume 2, I think. Powers, the Best Ever by this guy, Michael Avon Oeming.
Show it better. There we go.
And of course, I had to bring this. Children of the Woods is one of them.
Brian Michael Bendis.
Yeah, this is a Bendis book. It's a Powers book. So these are books that Dark Horse sent me. So I wanted to read them for an overview this week. Children of the Woods looks really good.
There we go. Thank you guys for suggesting Landon. Kaiju number 8.
What happened to the first 7? Oh, it's a manga.
Oh, I love the song Dance Macabre. I haven't read it for Stephen King, but Dance Macabre, you guys know that Halloween song? At Stewart Home, I had the kids do like a choreography to it. It was awesome. Why'd you say no?
That's Magdalena. Said it.
What?
That's a different song.
Okay. Anyway, you know what my favorite Stephen King short story is? The Jaunt.
Jaunt's good.
Jaunt. Oh, that is one of the scariest things, psychologically scary, with the idea of eternity, the concept of eternity. Ooh.
Not a house tour video, but just like my progress.
Squirrel Girl, Rodimus Prime.
Lonesome Night in October. Really? It's an interesting
suggesting.
Pastiche of Universal Monsters movies and Sherlock Holmes.
It's not Dance Macabre from the Faint. It's like just instrumental.
Yeah.
What is?
I thought it was Dance of the Macabre. Omar, thoughts on the Time Masters mini by Jurgens where Superman, Hal Jordan, Booster try to. That is the way to finally wrap up Booster Gold.
This is the way.
So if you're reading Booster Gold by Jeff Johns, 52 pickup leads into the Dan Jurgens run, who created the character. It does wrap up in that miniseries. It's desperately needed, and I really enjoyed it. Nobody talks about it.
It's French. Camille Saint-Saëns.
Yep, that's good. So you sound.
You got skeletons dancing. You know what's up.
Yeah.
You know.
Omar, can you recommend me a slice of life manga? I'm almost done with Hunter x Hunter and want a small break from
Maison Koku.
Yeah, Maison Koku. Yotsuba.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yotsuba's a really good one. Maison Koku. And let's see. Berserk.
Nope.
He slices through life.
Oh my gosh. gosh, that's pretty good.
Omar, top 3 Vertigo Omnis. Well, I'm cheating, but I upgraded to the absolutes, and I would say Preacher, because I love Preacher. Preacher's probably my favorite Vertigo title. Hellblazer, and Why the Last Man, because there's no Swamp Thing yet. No, let me get rid of Hellblazer and replace it with Sandman. There we go.
Hey, Arjun.
What's up?
You have no idea how loud I screamed to find ASM Volume 4 is number 2. I'm glad the community is with me on that one. What sucks is that Walter Simonson Thor wasn't there.
Yeah. Hey, at least you're not a fan of the Silver Age. Those guys are riling up with the pitchforks and the signs.
Hey, Dying Free Collectors.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, it's a kudos to you for excellent jokes.
Berserk
Berserk pun.
Thank you.
And Greg Garland knows what's up with that song. Yeah, it's played a lot in Halloween. Did you see McFarlane's Instagram post? Can you discuss anything more about your meeting?
Yeah, I did a little bit earlier. So I met with, I don't know if she wants her name revealed, his person in charge of that stuff. And they wanted to start doing trade paperback reprints. And I said, that's awesome. Can you also reprint the hardcovers and the slipcase editions? And much like everybody else, she said, probably not, because they cost a lot of money. So I said, I realize that, but there's a huge demand for it. And she said, wouldn't people just be happy with the trades? And I said, there's different collectors. And I guarantee that the sales of the trades will be good. And the sales of the deluxe editions, the hardcovers, will be not just as good, but better. So they talked it over, and then we emailed each other after the call. And they said, okay, we're going to start reprinting. She showed me what's coming out. She said, you can't say a word. And I'm like, no, of course. So I will say that was really cool to play a part in that. And then Todd got to announce it. So that was cool. I did ask if I could announce it, but
when did all this happen?
If you had a choice between Todd McFarlane and Uncanny Omar to announce Spawn hardcovers, I think they made a better decision. So I'm really happy for you all that have wanted it. And I'm happy for me because I get future hardcovers. This happened in like 2 months since we've been talking.
Yeah, no, but the
emails back and forth. Oh, that they went. I told you about that months ago.
No.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I remember. And something happened to her puppy. And she had to leave. So I didn't know you talked to her again. I'm proud of you.
Oh, you're welcome.
That's really cool.
You're welcome. I don't even know why I said you're welcome.
Matt, he does have Life at
Che. Fantagraphics sent me a copy of Life at Che.
Did you know apparently the creators were jailed by the government, the printers and masters were destroyed and finally resurfaced?
Yep.
When was it
was
created?
It was in the 80s. It was Bolivia, right?
Oh, okay.
My dad and I were actually talking about it. He was like, wow, they send you that? And I'm like, yeah. He didn't know it was a comic. And we started talking about Che. What's up, Ace? You talking to me?
Hi, daughter. I guess I'll call you that, even though it's weird. We're friends. And look at Comic Book Crazy. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Comic Book Crazy. How's it going, man? I love this guy. Where's your hashtags? This guy, he used to, now we have Sugar Man that does hashtags, but Comic Book Crazy has been here for so long. I remember he's the first one to talk to hashtags.
Oh, somebody's asked a couple of times about getting a top 5 Silver Age Omnis.
Oh.
And go from there as far as test the waters.
That's a good idea. Yeah, I was telling one of my viewers, I need to focus a little more on the Silver Age to show people. It's just, more modern age books are coming out. Those get released. And I'll be honest, those get better views than Silver Age because nobody... Silver Age is like a third of my views. There it is. Comic.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you, my brother.
Compliment too.
So,
thank you.
I think I need to focus on do retro views on Silver Age books to kind of bring attention to them because I don't want the Silver Age to disappear. I want the Silver Age to sell, but I can't force people to buy what they don't like. So we shall see.
Same likes the set.
You like
the hotel.
The hotel curtains.
Do you think they'll do reprints of GSA by Jeff Johns Omnis? You can even see the window. Or maybe second editions. I really want to get Omni Volume 2.
Those Those have been reprinted once already, and they were stealth reprints. So now that they're doing 2022 versions, 2023 versions, hopefully they will again. Then those should always be evergreen because they're phenomenal. Like, that's my favorite Jeff Johns era. Should I get Planetary and Omnibus or Absolute? Omni is way cheaper, but the Absolute has embossing. And I think the Absolute has more pages. Oh, go with the Absolute because I'm thinking about getting the Absolute. And that way we'll get the Absolute together like idiots because we already have the Omni. Or I already have the Omni. You don't have the Omni. Hey, I'll sell you my Omni.
What's the difference? What does Silver Age and Golden Age mean?
Golden Age is an era of comics like from the 30s and 40s and 50s. The Silver Age, a lot of people there's always been a discussion as to what really the beginning of the Silver Age is. For Marvel is, of course, Fantastic Four #1 is the beginning of the Silver Age. For DC, I think Flash of Two Worlds is probably the beginning of the Silver Age, but different people will tell you different things. That's just something I've heard. And then we get into the Bronze Age, with a lot of people seem to think that like Giant Size X-Men #1 is the beginning of the Bronze Age. But much like classic music and classic rock, everything changes. So at one time, Joey, or who was it that asked that?
Yvonne.
One day you're going to be sitting here 40 years from now going, yeah, the Golden Age back in 2021, 2022. That was the Golden Age.
Please do more moving or vids like the moving videos is what Martin's asking, or like everyday hustle of book maintenance. I think it's really cool to have a behind the scenes peek.
Oh, thank you, Martin.
And
that's a good idea.
Yourself down, you're like, this is boring. I won't
didn't know if anybody wanted to watch it.
See, and I told you, I yelled, don't put yourself down. You were like,
yells
I'm
a lot.
keeping it. Thank you, Jack. You're not for the super chat. The answer is Berserk.
Berserk.
His question is Berserk HD or Spawn HD?
Berserk. Berserk, 100%.
Any chance GTO ever gets reprinted?
Right now, the license is with, is it Kodansha, I think, and they're only doing digital, sadly. So no physical reprints.
Hey, Sim.
What's up, Asif? I hope so.
Deluxe edition of Berserker.
That's the Keanu Reeves comic. I hope so, man. I'm sure.
What was that song? My love for you is like a truck berserker.
Yep. Would you like to make a
nope.
berserker?
OPB, that's Organic Price Books, has the JSA Omnis.
Oh, thank you, Marcelo.
And Jeff says that Silver Age is superior to everything else.
A man of taste and culture. But I'm not here to judge anybody that doesn't like it. You know, I get it. Not everybody likes Avengers: The Crossing or Batman Year 2.
Yeah. Was there ever a Scalped and Fables omnibus?
No, the Fables Absolute got canceled. That's another one that hurt. Because I remember telling Mark Buckingham when it was in the catalog, I'm like, Mark, you're getting an Absolute of Fables. And he was like, are you serious? And I was like, yes.
Did he say it like that?
Of course, he's British, yes. So he was freaking out. And I'm like,
was this at a convention?
This was at Baltimore Comic Con. And I got his genuine reaction on video. And then 2 months later, DC canceled it.
Oh,
I'll get the absolute looking idiot. I'm an Omni idiot. No, you're an absolute idiot. If you're getting absolute, that is.
Will you do an image reprint vote off?
Yeah, I have a contact there. I don't know how much pull. Like it's different over there, right? With creator owns, creators get to make the call more than the actual publishing company. Hey, be good, Lohit. It was good to see you, my brother.
In the 90s or the WTF age? No.
There's some good 90s though, man. That's what Preacher was in the 90s. People really like dog on the 90s, but there were some really good comics in the 90s, like Hitman and Preacher, just to name Transmetropolitan, just to name a few. And I realize, yes, there is a lot
Sandman and Starman.
Well, Sandman ended in the 90s, but Starman, yes, Starman began in the 90s. So there are some great comics in the 90s. Will Larson's Savage Dragon hardcovers ever exist?
Thank you, Jack Berry.
I have tried. Oh, I had him on the show, remember?
Yeah,
and I'm like, Eric, this would sell. And he's like, I don't know. Maybe. He said it would be difficult to find the masters for those. So, yeah.
Would you like to get demonetized? Berserker.
Was that my British accent?
It was good.
It was not. Hayden, I could pull off it's British, according to Melanie.
You want to do a review of Cyberpunk 2077?
Sure, yeah. Yeah. Is it out? Is it out in collected editions? DC canceled Fables Absolute, canceled it to spite you, Omar. They did it to spite me and Mark Buckingham.
Were you at bar? Like we're in a hotel room.
But yeah, we're in a hotel room. Yeah.
Because Maddie's getting married.
Look, a man of good taste right there, comic book crazy. He needs a with Dracula Omnibus. I voted. None of my top 5 made it either, by the way. I voted for Tomb of Dracula 2. And then for people, I wanted people to try out the Silver Age. I voted for Iron Man 1, Avengers 1. What were the other books? Tomb of Dracula 3. And there was another Silver Age, Thor Volume 2. Those were my 5 votes. None of them made it to the top 20. You think there's yes?
Yeah, lots of people were asking that question on my review video of To Heaven Through Hell HC Volume 2. Chains for, I mean, yeah, it's so popular, right? So popular.
Yeah, I think
that
they have to wait until he's done. Like, finish Devil's Reign and all that. Starman, Bone, Castle Waiting. Look at Derek.
Mhm.
Castle Waiting is another hidden. That's one of my hidden gems nobody talks about. Astro City. Kingdom Come was in the 90s. Like, people forget, like, you loop one decade together, and there's so many good things that came out of that era that you're like, oh, yeah, wait, there were some really good comics back then. But I get it, right? Overall, I think people think 90s, like, super muscular, super over-sexualized boobies. I don't know how to,
and
outfits, like,
chesticles.
Whoa, dude, it's a Saturday stream.
Yeah, like pushing the
Omar, Melanie, I've heard of Marvel.
I can't push the envelope in my own job. Let me do it here.
Okay, calm down. Was posted on the Patreon this week. What's this all about? What do I need to do to find this in the crossings ranking? Crossing didn't make it that far. Yes, we do have a Patreon where we put up different tiers.
Starting at your needs, and also so this could be his job and make videos every day. Because he spends way more than 40 hours working a week. So yeah, every little bit helps because there's a $1 tier that you get access to documentation and you get to vote in the Reader New Reader. No, that's $5. I never can remember.
Reader New Reader's $1.
Okay, $5 tier.
$5 is the reading orders and
you get to vote in early access to videos, and you can access Discord to talk about lots of other stuff. This positive community got $7.77 tier where you get access to the book club and Ask Me Anything chat. That's both monthly. $10 tier, you get your name, of course, everything else, plus your name at the end of the video. And $25 tier is sold out currently with the one-on-one chats with Omar. Consultation
That's really
tier. Cool. Love it. Always wanted to be a postal worker. You can push all the envelopes you want.
Envelope. Oh, look at Immortal Ibsy sharing.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you again to all our
Patreons?
Well, yes, and our moderators.
Moderators, yes, like Michael Emmond.
And Ibsy.
Brother Tears for Fears.
It's totally 2000s term. Nobody knows anymore.
Yeah.
Are you wanting to show?
How about you not highlight that when our daughter is here? Omar, what's happening with Wolverine? Been delayed. Do you want to show your Toho? My daughter's into collecting these giant things.
Here, back her up so you can see from the video game, the shooter Toho.
She loves collecting these things from
a video game. Really proud of
8 others.
She has 8 others, and they have no souls. With their eyes, they have dead eyes. I've met people like that. So thank you. Where is Michael Emmon? I need to tell him hello and give him a hat emoji.
He was here earlier.
He was here earlier. He only pops in just a minute. He's busy with other things. Wolverine Volume 3 has been delayed. It's finally going to be... Oh, no! Wait, Thursday is... Oh, my gosh, I forgot. I need to redo... Thursday is the upcoming Marvel solicitations for July. So redo that. I got to redo what I just said. But yes.
Matthew wants one of those, baby.
Matthew Mangy?
Yeah.
Will Hammer, Justice, and Visions end up in Black Hammer World? I think they will end up with World of Black Hammer.
Are you Mega Man Junior Mint? She does have Mega Man toys as well. What are those called again? Fumos?
Yeah, Fumos.
Fumos.
F-U-M-O?
F-U-M-O.
From Toho.
I mean, I'm still in therapy from that one
one chat.
No one more about the mandatory. Hey, easy.
What?
Manifest Destiny Marvel event collected in oversized format. Somewhere else apart from the 2 HCs. No, it is. There is two oversized hardcovers, and that's it. Of that. It's also in the they are in trade paperback, and part of them are in the matte Fraction complete collections.
Big Stu Orlando is saying that Eric Larson told me a few years ago that his early color sheets were damaged by water emoji, and he would have to repay to have them recolored again. That's why you only get black and white archives. Thumbs up. Oh man, that stinks. Like, I guess before, saving everything digitally and stuff, like it's very precious. And oh, thanks, Rodimus Prime Rib. The AMAs are the best. Yes, Omar has some terrific stories. Like, your whole life is full.
You never know where those are going to go.
Oh, Luis says, Lydia, that the Toho fighting game was dope.
Hey, big shout out to Luis for helping.
You play any of those songs, and she knows. She knows which character.
Marvel reprint polls. Thank you, Luis.
Well, and Mega, yes, definitely Mega Man.
Michael Myers has dead eyes. Under that mask, does he? I think he's a pretty charismatic guy.
Lanton is recommending Kaiju number 8, and it's genuinely good.
It's really good.
And somebody mentioned it earlier. I don't think it was you, Lanton.
No, somebody else was talking about
it. Suggested it to Tyler. So, do you have it?
No. I don't.
Hannah, go have fun with your doggo. Thank you.
Thank you. Have read Jurgen's Teen Titans Surprise. They have none of that has been collected. That's why I have 2 custom Omnis of that. None of that has been collected. Of the Jurgen's Titans. You're correct.
Hey, Ricardo. Have collected editions had any effect on the back issues market? Good question.
I don't know. That is a really good question. I mean, CGC has had an effect on the back issue market like crazy, more than anything, right? People seek after these issues. It's insane what people go after. As soon as there's a trailer dropped or hints of something, it's like the most random characters, most random books go up in value, and then people want to CGC them. So I don't think so. I think collectors of comics still go out and find single issues, and I think the collected editions, what they've done though, is bring a lot of people back into this world that don't necessarily have to go out and get comics anymore. The point of these, are to have them all in one place, so you don't have to go and seek out single issues anymore. It's wonderful. Back issues and collected issues are 2 kind of different customer segments: readers versus collectors. Also that, but there are collectors of graphic novels and collected editions too. Omar, you highlighted my question and forgot about me.
Okay, Chris, write
it
again.
Melanie did.
Write it again. I apologize. Put it in all caps. Omar, do you think DeFalco FF will get an Omnibus at some point, or should I just go the epic route?
If you've not reading it, you need to go and get it. I hope so one day. A lot of talented people worked on his run. Paul Ryan, late Paul Ryan.
There's no room over here. Good luck officiating the wedding today, Omar. Church with a pink heart, I think. Hope Maddie and her beau and everyone at the wedding have an amazing day. Smiley face. Props for still doing live stream on such an exciting day.
Thank you.
Surfer hand.
Yes.
Surfer hand. Buying Amazing Spider-Man Volume 1 saves you $6 million. Let's see. Sir Leonard Nimoy's music career. What other villains could get epic collections like Venom, Carnage, etc.?
Yeah, I was thinking about Venom and Carnage, right? Dr. Doom. They can do Dr. Doom. I love a Kang the Conqueror. Let's do a Kang the Conqueror. Magneto. So you can get like some of his classic stories from Marvel Comics, or I'm sorry, X-Men Classics, and then you can get some of his like Cullen Bunn run, like there's some really good villains, Got back into comics because of collected editions. It's been like able to binge watch a show. Yeah, that's the way I see it. Like binge watching a show. You don't have to go out and find a single rare, expensive issues. Who has North American rights to Sanctuary? Sadly, nobody.
And thank you for the super chat.
And Sanctuary manga, by the way, one of my top 20 favorite manga of all time. Ryoichi Ikegami is one of my favorite creators, and that's written by Kozuke, the guy that did Lone Wolf and Cub. Love that book, by the way. And if you've not seen Ryoichi Ikegami's artwork, oh my God, that guy is a freaking master. Like his art is phenomenal. And, in the 90s, he was everywhere in American translated manga. Now, like I don't even see anything by him. I think the last thing I saw was Marvel reprinting the Spider-Man manga, which had his old school art. So Magneto.
Krista Magneto.
Absolutely. No, he was answering question.
Oh, okay. I was like, is that the question?
Oh, that's a good one. Thanos, Ultron.
Oh, okay. I was like, is that the question?
I like that. I like Thanos a lot.
John, thank you for the super chat and congratulations,
buddy.
You're having your first kid next month. So I've been working Saturdays, missing the streams, but I always watch it at night. Thank you for the hard work, guys.
Dude, big congratulations.
Thank you for future hard work taking care of that baby.
Dude, I love like that feeling of having your first child. There's nothing like it's world changing, right? It will forever change you and who you are.
At least he's not as good as me.
And that second kid, they're just like me. What? You got something to tell me? You're pregnant? What?
No,
This is not the place.
No. I'm going to share what's in story. There was a mare sit up when I popped out Lydia, and as soon as I saw her head, I said, "Oh, Lydia."
Hi, David. Omar. That was weird.
Hi, David.
Gallery Editions,
Omar.
Born Again, Asgardian Wars, Long Shot, Please. I love that those are on my list
Enough
too. Enough said.
Have another baby by adopting me is so weird.
So weird, Ace. How old are you, Ace? Not adopting anybody over 18.
She's definitely over 18.
Omar, when can we expect Captain Britain Omnibus review? Next week, I think is when I have it scheduled for. I'm currently reading it. Can't wait to add it to my collection. Punisher Netflix is trash. I kind of dug it. I like their take on Punisher. Moonlight trash.
Wait, trash is trash.
No.
Trash is trash.
One man's trash is another man's treasure, man. Hi, Omar. Melanie, do you know if Burn Fantastic Four reprint will have the new spine? I'm pretty sure it will. I've asked about the designs of the dust jackets. So, a pregnancy announcement. Let's go on.
Nope. I'm good. Nope.
Apparently, I'm good.
Hey guys. Hey Eric.
What's up,
just
Eric?
joined the stream. What was that? What was that Wolverine Weapon X book and Long Halloween book in the thumbnail?
The Long Halloween book is the When in Rome Deluxe edition, and the Weapon X book is the Gallery edition. Beautiful. What if your books turn into babies?
Which would they know which ones are your favorites?
Oh, they would know. I remember interviewing Marv Wolfman, and I said, "Who's your favorite character to write?" And this is so funny. He's like, "That's hard. They're like my children. You can't pick your favorite." And I did not let him finish his sentence. I said, "Lydia."
I was gonna say it's the best answer. You're like Lydia.
And he looked at me. He was like, "What?" I want your basement. I'm just kidding, baby. I love you.
I want your basement to adopt me. What are my thoughts on Quentin Tarantino movies? So speaking of babies, Kill Bill volumes 1 and 2 made me want to have a baby.
I
wanted to love somebody that much that I would go after them.
It's hard to choose my favorite.
Volume 2.
I really like the Jackie Brown and
I like Pulp Fiction.
Hollywood.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was freaking amazing. Like, I didn't think he could blow me away because I thought he was done with those Pulp Fiction, blow me away type of movies. I thought that had come and gone. But Hateful Eight was also really good.
Oh, that was.
Yeah, I like a lot of feet.
Deadpool by Daniel Way, the least favorite son. No, Wolverine by Daniel Way.
Yes.
Here, I'll go answer it.
Yeah, tell them we got a late checkout at 1. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was great. Dude, loved it. They don't make movies like that, right? Like attention to detail and practical effects. Oh, it was good. Just gonna say Jackie Brown is so absolutely underrated, but probably my favorite soundtrack of his. Speaking of babies, Ex-Babies Gallery Edition. Another one, yeah. Trash is trash.
Oh, did he say it?
No, somebody else said it though. Trash is trash. You think Transmetropolitan will get an omnibus? Once all the absolutes are reprinted, I think they will. Oh,
Inglourious Basterds.
Yeah, that's a good one too. How about some Green Goblin epics? That would be good. But they've had a complete collection of the Green Goblin, the Chris era, when he, the good guy. 4 rooms for me. That's all. But he kind of he produced that one though, right? Like he wrote one segment, which was excellent. And I'm, From Dusk Till Dawn is awesome, but also didn't really do that one. He was just in it and then.
What are some similar stories to Something Is Killing the Children?
I was trying to think of like some Cullen Bunn stories, like Harrow County. You can check out Harrow County. That's a really good one. Or Nailbiter. It's also another good one. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Ending was Chef's Kiss. Oh, right. What a good ending on that one.
The approximate, yes, Omar is familiar with Meta Barons. I've been
Mhm.
looking for an edition where it has the whole story, and I don't know if the definitive edition has the whole story or the regular hardcover.
Both the
edition
hardcover
does.
and the definitive edition have the whole story. What they don't have is the Weapons of Meta Barons or the Meta Barons second cycle. Philip K. Dick is good sci-fi. God. Total Recall was the bomb.
Once in Future. I need to read it.
Yes, you do. It's really good.
And is it similar to Something's Killing Children? Well, Bar's saying kinda.
It's kinda. It is. Finished Berserk Volume 1. The hype didn't prepare me for that. Mind-blowing.
Oh, and it gets better,
it gets
right?
better, Michael. It gets so much better, brother. Gets better and better.
Marcella's saying it would look nice if you showed a graphic with the top 20 most wanted being crossed out one by one as new reprints.
Oh, that would be cool, man. Yeah. If I had the time, I would love to do so many things. It's all about time, though. But yeah, that's a really good idea.
Yesterday, you edited 3 videos so we could go.
Yesterday, I edited 3 videos so we can come here so you all don't miss my voice.
Actually, these chats are like relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a good. It's a good thing. Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah.
In our wedding, I walked into Vampire Hunter D's theme, and he walked in.
Battle. We walked in. We were gonna do the Reservoir Dogs, the song from it, but we did Battle Without Honor or Humanity from
Kill Bill. But you acted like the Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah, with
they had their own
slow motion,
and that was so much fun. And then I named my car Battle Without Honor or Humanity.
So yes,
we like
Tarantino apparently. Oh, Hayden, you volunteering to do the graphic? The streams are the highlight of my. Oh, thank you. It is the highlight of my weekend too. No offense, Maddie, getting married today. Weapon X gallery overview will be Tuesday because there are no trades. I didn't get any trades from Marvel this week, so that's when it will be.
Here's Chris's question: did you guys like The Lighthouse and Hereditary? I haven't read it.
The movies, and
I haven't seen them. Wait! Did I see part of The Lighthouse? No. Okay.
So, believe me, it's William Dafoe with Robert.
Why haven't I seen it?
Robert Pattinson Bear.
Hot William Dafoe.
Because he's older and crazy.
Woo, and crazy, you say.
I like The Lighthouse.
Is he living in a lighthouse alone or something?
And Hereditary, I liked 2/3 of Hereditary. The last part I did not like. Midsummer, I felt the same way. I like the eeriness, but I don't know. Horror movies. What's up, Josh? Horror movies just I don't really click with them that often. I think the last one I really enjoyed was The Descent. I thought that was done really well.
Horror movies. You're saying that they're not
like new
lately?
Yeah, new horror movies. I haven't been like The Witch was cool, but
I didn't brush my teeth.
Insidious was good, but
yeah, Insidious.
I don't know. There's just something that hasn't clicked with me with new horror movies, and I love watching them with my daughter. Guys,
so let me forget to brush my teeth.
Okay,
yeah, we're gonna have to go in a minute. Little Green Bag is an awesome song. Eric sings "It's a Nerdy's Wedding." There's even more nerdy things like.
We need to get going because I need to write things. Okay. So to answer this question, the Brink volume, it's in a box somewhere. I can't even find my X-Men Omnis. I can't find like my old Batman Omnis. So this week, you've got to watch Willy's Wonderland, Omar. Okay, I will. I agree. The Descent is brilliant too. I loved it. Love The Descent. Are you going to see Nope? Yes, I am. I love that title.
Oh my gosh, yes. Nope. Not doing it. Yeah.
Give Wonder Maddie congratulations. I will, guys. Yes. Thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you for being part of the Saturday stream.
Bye,
sorry
Jeff.
we did it earlier, and those joining later are like, what happened? Hopefully I was able to answer some good questions. Play Elden Ring. My brother is. Everyone stay healthy and safe. We love you all, and we will see you on the next Saturday stream. Join back tonight. Tonight is the Sake comic review by Maddie, Tina, and Melanie. So everyone,
it's a lot of fun.
Stay healthy and safe. Much love.
Stay Minties.